Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. Excuse me if I sound a little funny. I've come down with a cold and my nose is kind of bunged up, so I'm just gonna try and do the best that I can with what I have. Hopefully you guys can see me okay with like the lighting, but let's jump into what we're doing today. So sorry, just making sure I've got all the equipment I need. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm currently making a blanket for my nephew, as a birthday present for him. I'm hoping I can get it ready in time, but I might have to give it to him as a Christmas present instead. I was hoping this would just be like one video, but I might have to break it into a couple of separate sections, so you may get more than one video with this. So I'm just going to show you what I have so far. And then I was hoping to kind of like, hopefully, maybe teach you guys how to crochet. So if you guys wanted to give something like this a try, you can. Just gonna put my phone on silent for a second so it doesn't keep going off. Right. So this is what I have with my nephew's blanket so far. It looks bigger in person, but like, yeah. And then this is the other square that I started making to add on to the previous two squares that you've just seen. So I'm just gonna quickly finish the row that I'm doing, and then I will walk you through, or I guess talk you through how to start off and how to do all like the different corners and things. So let's just get on with this. So as you can see, we've got like a little pattern going. So we've got 4 rows of a color, and then it goes to 4 rows of white, 4 rows of another color, and then 4 rows of the white again. I'm currently using a double stitch to do this because it's a fairly simple, easy stitch to do, and the texture of the blanket is quite soft because of the way that I'm doing this. The hardest 2 things of doing this, I would say, are probably the corners, and the most fiddly bit is starting off because you have like such a little bit to work with. So if you guys wanted to crochet, you're gonna need a crochet hook or a crochet needle. You can get this from like an arts and crafts store, or sometimes even charity shops may have some. You're also gonna need a pair of scissors. I'm just using some from my little travel sewing kit here. And obviously the color wool of your choice. I'm using blue, red, and white, because those are the colors for the blanket that my nephew asked for. You don't have to use them, but you may find it helpful if you have these little plastic clip things. It's like a little safety clip. It just clicks open and shut. These are helpful because you can put it on the corner that you started with and kind of use it as like a guide, so you know like when to change the color, or like how many times you've gone round your crochet. So yeah, I'm just gonna, so I got 1, 2, 3, hopefully you can see this, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the last row of this blanket piece, and then I'm gonna tie it off. I think I tend to spend like at least an hour each time working on this blanket. So what I'm aiming to do is like make like at least 4 different squares, but like roughly around the same size. So you might find it helpful to like write down how many links you do when you start off, how many rows you do of each color, and like remember which corner you started on. You can use like a safety pin or like something like this to kind of hold the corner that you start on. But with the link thing, you'll understand what I mean in a minute once we get through talking to you how to actually start this off. Let's just jump into the video, and hopefully you guys enjoy. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll watch the rest of the video. If not, that's okay. So I'm just gonna try and get around this as quickly as I can. You might find it easier to use thicker wool, but I'm currently using two thinner balls of wool to make a slightly thicker thread to work with, because I'm running out of wool. And when I went shopping to get some more wool to continue, I couldn't find the colours that I needed with the right thickness, and it's just a little frustrating, to be honest. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing, and yeah, we'll get there. Once I've kind of got around to this, I'll explain a bit more on how to do it. So I'm currently just over halfway, or just under halfway round. So once I get to this corner here that I'm working on, I'll be halfway. I want to try and do like a time-lapse thing on this, just to like kind of speed it up a little bit, but I haven't exactly worked out how to do that yet. So I'm just going to do like a little clip of this crochet. God. Ow! Right, oh, sorry about that. As I did mention earlier, I am suffering with a cold at the present time in filming this. But yeah, so we're almost to that corner now. And then once I make it back round to this corner with the clasp, I'll show you how to like tie it off, and then I'll teach you how to start the crochet itself. A tip that I would advise remembering, if you guys decide you'd like to try this, is don't pull the wool thread that you're working with too tight, because it will affect how the texture of the blanket or the crocheted item that you're making feels. And if you pull your thread too tight, you will have a particularly difficult time trying to move the wool that you're working with off of the crochet needle. So now I'm going to start working on the corner. Hopefully you guys will be able to see how I do this, but I'll try and show you more clearly in a second. So you wrap the wool once over the crochet hook, put it through the corner, pull it back through, take those 2 stitches off, and then take the last 2 stitches off. Just again, because you have to do 2 through the corner. Wrap once, over the hook, through the corner, wrap once, out the corner. Wrap once, pull 2 stitches off the hook so that they drop down onto this thread here. And then wrap once, drop those 2 stitches again onto the thread here. Now you can see we've got 2 bits of a double stitch. Now, links are important because you're going to need those to do the corners and for starting off. So to do a link, you just wrap the wool once over the crochet hook and pull the stitch on the crochet hook through the wool. You can see it kind of makes like a little chain link, so it drops down onto the wool and just hangs there. You can let go of that. That's not going to come undone. And then same again, wrap once, pull, and it makes like a little wool chain link. Now, as before, where you did the 2 stitches through the corner, you're going to repeat that to build this corner here that we're making. So you just wrap the wool over once, through the corner, wrap the wool over once, back through the corner. Wrap the wool over once, 2 stitches off, wrap the wool over again, 2 stitches off. Wrap the wool over once, through the corner, wrap the wool over once, back through the corner. Wrap the wool over once, pull off 2 stitches, wrap the wool over once, pull off 2 stitches. And you will see it makes this shape, which is your corner. Important thing to remember, do not stop crocheting mid-corner, or you may very well forget what you were doing. It's easily done. I've made that mistake a couple of times and had to undo the work that I was doing and go back over it. You may find if you're just starting to do your crochet, you may find it a bit fiddly at first, so you can always come back to this video for a bit of help, or maybe an elderly neighbour or a grandparent might be able to teach you or help you understand more with what you're doing. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me okay. I've had to like lie down because my lower back is starting to hurt from sitting on the floor. So this clip that you're seeing now is filmed about 20-15 minutes after the previous clip that you just see. But we've finally made it to the corner that we started on. There's a little orange clasp. And now I'm just going to quickly tie this off. So to do that, we wrap the wool once over the hook, go back through the corner, wrap, pull once through. Then wrap it once, take off the 2 stitches, wrap once, and take off the 2 stitches. Now, this time, instead of going through the corner again to start a new row, we're going to take our scissors. This is a bit harder to do lying down. Nah. Right, take our scissors, cut off so we have at least 3 to 4 centimeters length of the wool to work with to tie off our thing. Now, this doesn't have to be exact. Now this time we're going to wrap this little strand of wool once over the crochet hook, and we're going to pull that through the previous stitch all the way through, so you should get your stitch and a bit of thread hanging here, and you're just going to pull that nice and tight. Might have to pull it a bit hard till it makes a knot. And then you take these 2 bits of thread and you can go through the previous stitch that you did with your crochet hook, pull one of those threads through that stitch, and then tie those 2 threads together tightly so that it makes a knot. So now what you should have is a knot with 2 threads hanging out. You can cut off these excess threads but I'm just going to use my crochet needle. I'm going to back through the stitches and just pull those threads. This is a bit tricky, but just pull the threads, loose ends, back through the crochet that you've just done. So you get your crochet hook, go through a previous stitch, preferably the one closest to the thread to start with, and you just keep gently pulling that thread through the stitches till you run out of loose or excess thread to pull through. This might be a bit fiddly to do, might be a bit frustrating and hard to work with, but just have a little bit of patience. If needs be, you can always take a break and come back to it after. Yeah, it's good to listen to your body, your brain, and if you feel you need to take a break from crocheting or whatever it is you might be doing, definitely take a break from it and come back to it when you feel like you're ready to do so. You'll see why I've decided to pull these loose threads through here. You can't actually tell that the loose thread's there now, but if we were oh, sorry, my nose is running. If we were finished doing the blanket, we would have cut off those excess pieces of threads. So there we have another square we can now crochet onto our blanket. I'm going to take this little clip off, and this little, well, not little, but this square blanket piece that we have can just go to one side for now. Right. Hoping you can hear me. I'm actually filming this clip the next day. My cold has got worse. I'm losing my voice, if you can't tell. My nose is still really stuffy, but I'm gonna have to make a part 2. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, as we finished off this square, in the next part I'll be teaching you from scratch how to actually start off the blanket and how to make it. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, sorry about the cold and the way my voice sounds really funny. Hopefully it'll wear off for a bit, but that's the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and if you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe as well, and I'll be responding to any comments that I do see. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!